Welcome back. Normally, on Saturday, I review a guitar that's on special, but this week I found a really cool guitar that I just really wanted to talk about. So this guitar is not on special, it's a SQUIER Telecaster. In particular, this is the 40th anniversary vintage edition. This color is satin Dakota red, that's a bit of a mouthful. There's also satin mocha and satin vintage blonde. So they're all satin finished. The necks are satin as well, which there's been some gloss necks recently and I've missed this satiny feeling on my thumb. Let's play it a bit, then we're gonna talk about it. So there's a little bit of middle position for you. Let's get the nerdy stuff out of the way first. We've got a Nyato body. We've got a vintage tinted maple neck. I don't think it's roasted maple. I think it's just aged or there's some tint in the finish or something. Either way, it looks real cool. The neck feels great. It's a C-shaped neck. 25.5-inch scale, 9.5-inch radius. Standard business. You probably know what that feels like. We got 21 frets. I could really do with a couple more frets. That's my only complaint about this thing. Apart from my usual Tele complaints, but more about that later. We've also got a bone nut, according to the Fender website, which is a bit grim if you think about it really, but sounds great, so I guess we'll go with it. Yeah, apart from that, I have to admit, this is a pretty standard Tele, and after my Duosonic video got so many people calling me out on Duosonic's not the best Fender. It is. Go watch the video. But I figured I should give some of the other Fender guitars a bit more love, and I love SQUIERs. I think they're really good, I think they're really affordable, and I think they really capture the vibe of what these high-class, famous Fenders are all about in an affordable package. Admittedly, this is maybe the most expensive SQUIER you can get. These things retail in New Zealand for 1,400 bucks. But you know what? They're worth it, I think. They feel great. They play great. I'm gonna play a little bit more. We might kick it over to the neck position, do some more noodly stuff. There's gonna be lots of noodly stuff. I might not even play any distortion this whole video. Maybe I will. We'll see. Let's talk about some hardware. We've got vintage style tuners. They look cool, and they're split shaft tuners so you can poke the end of your string in there and it's never gonna stab you in a finger. Honestly, I love that. Why don't more guitars have these? It's a mystery. So we've got your familiar 3-saddle ashtray string through bridge. That's a lot of stuff I just said, but I'm sure you know what it means. We've got these nice flat top knurled knobs and 3-way switch and all the normal stuff. We've also got, I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see it, nice little 40th anniversary SQUIER neck plate, which is a nice little touch. You know, it says 1982, 2002. Makes it like a bit of a collector's item. Not like a huge collector's item, but a little bit of a one. And I wish I hadn't said that, because now I wanted a little bit more, because man, it's fun to collect guitars. Anyway, we've got a black anodized pick guard, we've got some black binding, double binding around this body, and it looks great. The other thing that really does it for me is that all of the silver stuff you can see, I'm not sure if it's gonna come across in the video very well. It's all like vintage chrome, so it's not super shiny. It's kind of, I mean, it's vintage looking, right? It looks not dirty and not brushed, but just vintage. I don't know how to explain it good. You're gonna have to come have a look at it. We got pretty standard Telecasted pickups in this, obviously. They're Fender made. Fender know what they're doing with this kind of stuff. They kind of invented it. Standard 3-position switch. So, great little guitar. Value for money? Good. Not great, but good. It is maybe a bit more expensive, and if you wanted something budget, this is kind of getting out of that budget range. For something that says SQUIER on it, maybe that puts you off and you want to spend an extra few $100s and get a player series or something, but I'll happily recommend this guitar to anyone who's looking for a mid-priced, good quality Tele. I'm not going to buy it. Maybe you could. At the time I post this, it's at MusicWorks Albany. You can go check it out. I thoroughly recommend you do. It's really cool looking. It plays great and it feels really good. I mentioned earlier that it is a Tele, so I do have the normal things that I don't really like about Teles, like it's not super ergonomic, there's not enough frets, the heel joint is solid, but if you like the Telecaster thing, then this could be a go for you. So go check it out. I'm gonna kick on some distortion, I'm gonna play you out with some distortion. We'll see you next time.